It's just very annoying. They're basically trolling. Then again, when I did it, it was like my first time playing those games. I was super young. That's my excuse. You ever played basketball with that one dude, and he's guarding you, you feel me, right? And like you're about to shoot, but you know, he accidentally with his shoulder hits you like in the chest and the ribs when you're like jumping to shoot the ball and you get knocked over. Alright, but anyways, no, that always happens to me. And everybody just defends that dude, but you know they did it intentionally. You know what I'm saying? That just doesn't that just upset you, Chad? You understand what I'm saying? You guys say nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Have you been on that receiving end? Because it just upsets me to no end. That's why I stopped playing.
I've had people foul me on purpose.
I can't get comfortable.
No, just I mean what I learned. No,
well, I can still sleep at night. I just stopped playing because what ends up happening is when that happens too much, I kind of just want to ball up my fist and say, "Hey, man, your face would look good on that cement," you know. That's why I stopped playing b-ball because people love doing that to me. It just drove me insane.
No, I never had a problem with people fouling me because
that happens a lot here.
When it comes to getting fouled, like you just keep moving forward, and they realize
people are sour. Oh no, people get sour.
No, I mean like yeah, so you just keep playing. Just keep taking it. Just keep taking it.
Yeah, your ribs can only take so much.
Yeah, and I understand what you're saying, but what
my ribs couldn't take it anymore. That's why I got pissed.
People are trying. They're trying to break you. That's really what it is. They're trying to break you because they can't beat you. There's no shame.
Well, if they're not being sportsman players, then yeah, you just gotta walk away because it's either that or a fight's gonna break out. Because sometimes you're the only one playing fair, but everybody loves being that toe stepper. You know what I'm saying? And it just came down to that. That's why I stopped playing basketball because I hated it. I hated it so much. My ribs, I don't understand why my ribs was their primary point of concern. That's why, like, when I play basketball, I'm mainly watching the person who's guarding me. I'm not actually trying to pass the ball whenever it's in my hands or nothing like that. And then I ended up like doing a horrible job because I'm always afraid I'm gonna get a rib shot. That's what gets to me. No, it just started to hurt really bad, literally in a very strong physical sense. I was hurting. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? They're like, they play stupid. They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, I know what you did. You know what you did. Did I interrupt you, Chad? Continue. I feel like I interrupted you.
No, all I was saying is, like, I've been around people like that. They foul, they play rough, or something like that, or they try to out tough you or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not you.
Yeah, just keep playing.
Exactly, exactly.
I agree with that. Sometimes it doesn't always work, and it's just like, what, I better stop playing before I hit somebody, or like they start playing rough, and then you start playing rough, and then somebody gets hurt, and then they're looking
it's
at
your
you like,
fault.
Hey, man,
exactly.
why you playing like that? It's like,
no, you playing like that first.
Yeah, he came at me. He got what was coming. You saw what he did to me. I'm just playing, that's happened to me playing football, even with the brothers. It's like, oh, they want to play tackle. It's like, okay, we can play tackle, and then somebody hits you and slams you down on the ground, and you get up and you like, are you serious, bro? Like,
and they're like, nothing's wrong,
yeah,
but you
like,
do it, and all of a sudden, everybody looking at you.
Yeah, and he's like, oh man, he landed on his head, or you hurt him, or it's like, hey man, you came out here like you was hardcore. That's what happens. Like that happened to me. Like I was playing with the friends, and the ball had the play was done. Like the play was over, and this brother came up and pushed me from behind, and I slammed into the ground. Yeah, that happened in Austin. I was playing with Joshua and them, and I was mad. I jumped
Mm.
up. I was mad. I wanted to swing on him, and he was over there pointing and laughing at me. And I was like,
Oh, see, that's my
yeah,
problem.
yeah. And
Your face would be on the
I said,
cement.
okay. I said, okay, all right, all right. So they threw the ball off. Right? It was their turn. We threw the ball off, and I was like, all right. And what happened? I ran all the way down there and tackled somebody, but they something happened. I ran all the way down there and tackled somebody. Something happened. I can't remember. And but it was the wrong person. Like they had pitched the ball. Like I had hit somebody, but then they pitched the ball, and I saw they gave it to that dude, and he was like running for the touchdown, and I sprinted. I sprinted so hard. I went over there and I hit him, and I like smashed him into the ground.
Vengeance.
And
Vengeance
not
is
only
what that's
and not only
called.
did I smash him into the ground, when I got up, I stepped on his back and walked off.
Vengeance.
Yeah, so I was like, I totally understand what you mean by people roughing you up, and it's like, I can take it. Like, I'm not just gonna run away. Like, I'm not gonna punk out. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? I'm starting to get a little aggressive here, like a little too aggressive. I need to go sit down for something bad happening, and that's pretty much what happened. It's like I wasn't playing like hey man, you want to play? We can play. Like I'm not I don't even play like that because it's we're supposed to be a good, happy, friendly game with the brothers. You know?
That's not what it. That's not that's what it's supposed to be. That's never really what it
That's
is. We're imperfect, and we all know what it turns into when we all start getting competitive.
Yeah, but it wasn't even competitive because like I don't even remember what the score was.
It
I
just
think
gets
we won the
personal.
game. Yeah,
It just gets personal for them. Yeah.
yeah. Maybe I had did something and he thought I was showing off or something. He's like, oh, I got to put it in this
Probably
place.
people are just naturally jealous of other people
Yeah.
that excel at other things that they're not good at. And even though, despite the fact you probably never met that person before, they just automatically judge you and
No,
hate you.
I knew who he was. I still know who he is.
I'm not saying that,
Yeah.
I'm just giving an example. There you go.
Oh, well, yeah. I got you on that thing. Yeah, I understand that.
I'll catch up.
But it's stuff like that. Like that makes me be like, you know what? Let me just go sit down over here, cause I don't want to be at the convention or at the elders room and they're like, hey, you smashed somebody into the ground during a football game, brother? It's like,
Also fulfilling a contract.
yeah, I did. Like I'm not gonna lie about it. Like obviously you already know about it. I'm not gonna lie about it. But if they're gonna be like, oh, do you think you should apologize to him? Nah, he'll be alright.
My
Yeah,
thoughts
he'll be
exactly.
alright.
Nah,
Yeah,
he'd
he'll
be
be
alright.
alright. But if the brother came complaining or if he had an issue with me, he was like, hey, I didn't like that, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm sorry.
Not really, but I'm sorry.
No, I like, but it's like, I'm sorry that it went down like that, and that's it. Like I'm not gonna be like, well, you shouldn't have this, and you shouldn't have that, and I'm like, just I'm sorry, that's it. And the next time we decide to play ball, I'm gonna be, if he starts playing all rough, I'm gonna be like, hey, remember you didn't like that? Then don't do this, and that won't happen. Well, what are you talking about? It's like you gotta watch it. You need to watch yourself. You come around here playing rough, you gonna get knocked down. It's like don't play, So, but that's like young Chad would have been like, man, bump that, come through and get dealt with. Like that's what's gonna happen. Come through and get dealt with. But now I'm older, I'm wiser now. It's like, nah, just chill.
I must leave no stone
You know what the sad thing about that is? I understand what you're saying, but people tell me when I try to quote unquote keep the peace that I'm punking out, and it pisses me off. I understand why you don't like it, Michael, but yeah. Yeah, but it's the other way around. When they're walking away, they don't get told like that. But when you do it, it's, oh no, you a punk, you punk. Now, see, that's what makes me upset.
Like, I agree with that. I agree with that. It is much more important to keep the peace than to.
I didn't like the other guy. I really didn't.
Yeah, his father-in-law. Well, his father-in-law tried to trick him.
Tried to kill him too.
Yeah. Did he?
Actually, yeah, that is true. He did. He successfully got away with it.
Yeah, he's.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah, but no, I'm talking about. I'm talking about after that. After that, he tried to trick him after that too.
And then he added another 7 years.
And then remember, and then yeah, remember when he left? Yeah, he chased him down. And so, and then he made a covenant with him about, I forget how the covenant went, because we just went over it in the convention.
We did.
Yeah, but I can't. Yeah, that dude's quite the father-in-law. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, he gave him the wrong chick too. That would have triggered me. Got given the wrong chick. You know what I'm saying? I worked 7 years for this chick. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready, and I wake up with this random lady who I barely seen that often. You know, I would be upset too.
No, no, no. It's not. No, 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 no. Hold on. Let's get this. Let's get this. Let's get this right. Let's get this right. It's not a random woman that you didn't really
Well, no,
see. You would have
he
seen her.
knows who she
You would have seen
is
her. You would have seen her every day
for
just like
7 years,
you
but
see
it wasn't the
Rachel.
one you asked for.
What happened is you woke up with the ugly sister. That's what happened. You wake up and you got the ugly sister.
She
She
hideous.
wasn't. She,
Fish eyes.
yeah,
Them
I'm just
fish
saying, like,
eyes.
she obviously wasn't no Rachel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly. I would have gotten very sour about that if I were him, and he's just.
yeah. I mean, like, that's like going and working for the perfect Asian woman, and then not
Ooh,
getting
see
there.
that would see that would I don't know if I'd be able to handle that same situation as he did, but exactly. Or that perfect blonde chick at the gym. Either or would have just ticked me off.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
She was absolutely. No, I'm talking like. No, okay. Let me get something
Or
straight.
maybe, or let's put it like this. Let's put it like this. You go to work and you're supposed to get the Korean girl, but you end up getting the Chinese girl, and you're like, yo, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the Korean girl.
I like Korean a little better than Chinese, but I understand what you're saying.
Okay, okay. It don't matter either. Like,
As long as they ain't
all right,
Filipino.
okay. All right. Let's put it like this. Let's,
Exactly. I would have been the same way. I would be, who the heck are you?
Now, what if she's like, now what if somebody says Asian and they pull up and you get a Hawaiian girl? They're still Asian.
Um, I mean, that's not necessarily, but okay.
They're still Asian. They're still Asian.
Thank you, I agree. They don't look like a Tifa from Final Fantasy. I just made your job easier.
Is that what you're saying, Michael? Tifa from Final Fantasy?
Hey, she hot. She Asian. What are you talking about? Wait, whoa. Hold on now. Wait, what? She's one of the prime examples of an Asian woman just in general. Whoa. Whoa, Michael, hold on now. I know you, and I know your preference. You and I have the same preference. So I don't understand. I don't understand. No. I'm not comparing all the Asians to Tifa. I'm saying she's one of the prime examples. I mean, Chun-Li's also another prime example. She's the prime example of like a perfect Chinese woman because she's Chinese. Tifa is like a really perfect Japanese woman, and people could also see that Judy is a perfect Korean woman because Judy is actually Korean from Street Fighter. She's actually stated she's Korean.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, she's Korean.
Yeah, Judy is Korean.
She's full on Korean.
The style, that's why her style is all kicks. That's Taekwondo.
She's straight up Korean, man.
Yeah.
She's a hot Korean too. I never seen a Korean like that, like her.
There's tons of hot Korean girls.
God, Koreans are just really good. True, but they make him look. Do you see how realistic they make them look? They look like real life people. They are real life people that actually look like that. I'm just letting you know. They do.
Well,
I've seen the cosplay. It's way too accurate, and it's not even Photoshop. It's like legitimately just their actual face. I'm all like, they must have modeled that character after you.
At the same time, like, beauty is very different for each culture. They all consider different things to be beautiful. So.
I can fix this. For Rex Lapis. Access denied.
Wait, say that again. I didn't hear you. I'm not that much of a fan of that. I mean, some people think it's pretty. I'm like, it's not my preference. I mean, if you have the face for it, then maybe. But I mean, I prefer you without it. That's just me. That's just me. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. That's what I'm trying to say.
Leave it all to me. No touching. There is no escape.
But if it's not Asian, it's either blonde or redhead for me. That's why I used the blonde chick as an example, because I still haven't seen a hotter blonde woman to this day than that one I saw at the gym. Actually, I agree with you there because I'm Puerto Rican, but technically that's fine. But if you ever actually dated an actual Puerto Rican, I'm gonna let you know right now, we're very emotional people. We are highly emotional. We will cry for things that we shouldn't be crying for. This is coming from another Puerto Rican right now. No. It's just ridiculous. Like, we don't get our food on time. We'll start bawling, or we'll either get really angry and start speaking really fast Spanish, or we'll just cry and pout. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
Sharkeisha.
No.
Che, you can't talk in front of her because every time you come over here, you get what's it called? Homesickness.
No, man, I love my mama.
I love my mama too.
I haven't gotten homesick in a long time.
She came up there and visited you, did she?
Yeah, she came up here not too long ago to see me and my sons. Yeah.
Leave it all to me. Shine down.
You know what's something? What is something that you learned recently that you honestly realize that you probably should have known since you were an actual kid, like 10 years and older? Can somebody tell me one thing? Because I can tell you one. Yeah, I'll go first. Something I learned realistically a year ago is that a redhead chick, you know, I thought that they were born with red hair. That's not the case. They actually classify a redhead chick as a woman who's actually technically born with orange hair. So I'm like, why not call her an orange head? That's just not what it's called. They just call them redheads. And I'm like, what about them women with them actual, like, you know, crimson red hair? It's like, no, they typically dye their hair to look like that, actually. And I didn't know that because there's no woman born with actual color red hair. It's actually just a really deep orange. I didn't know that until a year ago. But those are classified as redheads. Those are redheads.
Probably has a hue of red.
No, there's no hue of red. It's actually just orange. People aren't born with red hair. The people are born with red eyes due to albinism and white hair, but that's about it in terms of the actual color red. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to say. But anyways, no, that's something I learned realistically a year ago, which caught me by surprise because I thought it was red, like, you know, them redhead chicks you see in them anime, the actual like deep red hair, and that's just not the case.
No, when you see hair like that, it's normally dyed.
Exactly my point, Chad. So that's something I learned a year ago. So that's why that's why I was asking you the question. Like, what's something that you learned?
Should have known.
Exactly, that you probably should have known since you were like 10 years or older, that you learned recently. It's a very interesting topic when you think about it.